And good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, from the St. Louis Park Rec Center. It's high school hockey action right here on the CatholicSportsNetwork.org, along with color commentator extraordinaire Bart Archer. Our director, Will Vanderbilt, you can blame him if the scoreboard isn't updated or the replays are brutal. And for our cameraman, Todd Grover, I'm Pete Wagner. Thanks for joining us here tonight. We're going through the starting lineups. In goal for the Bloomington Kennedy Eagles will be number 33, Peter Vodavnik. That's
going to be a challenge for me today, I know that.
Vodavnik. On the blue line, he'll be joined by number 5, Grant Mendel. And also, I believe that's number 32, David Beacon. I've got some players on this Eagles team. They enter the game with a 2-14-0 record. They're 0-2 in the Metro West Conference. Meanwhile, the Red Knights of Benilde-St. Margaret's looking to even up the record at 9-9-1 on the season and improve to 4-0-1 in conference play. So once again, the Red Knights, Bart Archer, coming off a nice win the other night against the Bloomington Jefferson Jaguars.
Yeah, in fact, it was a 1-0 victory. You'd think that'd be a bit of a track meet, but both teams played very sound defensively. I was very impressed with the way the Red Knights were responsible in their own zone, their zone exits, but I think the defining factor was gaining speed through the neutral zone with possession. They put good heat on the Bloomington Jefferson squad. Look to do that to the Kennedy squad as well today.
Little doubleheader action here on the CatholicSportsNetwork.org as we have the Academy of Holy Angels squaring off with St. Louis Park on the other channel, and we have this one coming up right after your national anthem. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We are ready to roll from the St. Louis Park Rec Center. The Red Knights in their white and red sweaters to take on the Eagles in their gold, blue, navy blue, and white trimmed sweaters as well.
Boy, they look good today. Hopefully they're gonna play good. About a little afternoon extravaganza for everybody's viewing pleasure. But as we talked about early going into this, Benilde-St. Margaret's, Pete, we've done these since the beginning of the season, and it just seems like this Red Knight team just get better and better and better. And I think the important part is offense and scoring goals is not been a challenge, but it's not your normal Red Knight squad. They're paying more attention to defense, and when you have a young goaltender, just a freshman named Carson Limesand in goal, it makes their job a little bit easier and easier to navigate. He's been outstanding. He's given his team a chance to win each and every game that they played. But the Red Knights look to have success today. Kennedy Eagles have their work cut out for them.
They do indeed. The Red Knights finding their rhythm here in the midsection of the season as they prepare to take it down to the next step. And they'll be moving from right to left across your screen.
Here we go.
Ken Pauley busy at work, as usual, behind the bench. He just texted me. I can't believe it. He looked up here and had a big laugh on his face, that guy. What do you do? Turned over, back up high at the line. Watch out for this guy, Joseph Dosen. He is a big, solid 6'4", 6'5" drink of water. Yeah, a solid player here for Coach Hanrahan's addition.
Well, he's a player that can provide some offense. 5 goals on the year, 12 helpers, 17 total points. But he's going to be one of the players that are really going to have to play a solid game tonight. At least put some pressure on Limesand in goal, but keep the puck down in the Red Knight zone is, I think, the method to success today. I think possession is going to be huge for both of these teams. The team that possesses it more is going to have an outstanding chance to come out victorious today.
At center ice, it's going to be Clark now back at his own zone for the Red Knights as he angles a pass for Newhouse. That's stopped there by Goldnoff. There's a wrister. Oh, and a save by Limesand. That one came in quickly on him, took him by surprise, turned it aside with a big goal stick. Now it's going to be Clark to push it up to the left wing for Collins. Pet back into the corner it goes. Justin Ekholm is there. Now they're going to look back up ice and try to play this one through. Off the stick of Newhouse, plays to the right wing side. He's watched on the play. Beacom is there, wins the battle. Bumped on the play now by the oncoming Collins rather. Now to the left wing side out of the zone with Quentin Goldnoff. Now ahead it goes to Fuller. Shot and a glove save made by Limesand, and will face off to his left.
Well, I really like what I've seen from Jackson Fuller, the junior forward, number 6 in the goal. Has really good speed, works his edges quite well. He got that first shot on Limesand, kind of took him by surprise, but the goaltender negotiated that one quite well. And then nice job by Kennedy, really forcing the play to the outside. And I like what I've seen from Kennedy. Obviously, we're very early into this game, but they came ready to play, and that's what, as a coach, Nick Hanrahan wanted his team to show up early, and they have done that so far.
Eagles have not scored a goal at the varsity level since the 2nd of January. That in a 6-4 win against Southwest Christian, looking to change that trend as they'll work this up the right wing side. There it is, scores! Workman finds his man in front. That's Greg Herman, and it's 1-0. Bloomington Kennedy.
Boy, really some nice work by Kennedy, and that was Herman's 10th goal of the year. We're going to get a look at this, but it seemed like there was a lot of space for them to manage and negotiate down in that zone. But just a nice pass to the open man, put it into the open net. There you can see winning that battle, getting it out front. It was Herman that finished that play off, as he's done so many times before.
Bulldozed and muscled his way through traffic.
We're a minute 27 seconds, or a minute and 37 seconds into this game, and Kennedy already boasted a 1-0 lead, so they got that monkey off their back as far as not scoring. This is a team that hasn't played since January 19th, so they haven't been on the ice in this kind of format for quite a while. It's a pretty good start.
Puck rolls wide of the marker. Now it's going to be Dozen there, and here come the Eagles as they ended that trend. Bart Archer, 6-0 loss to St. Louis Park, 8-0 loss to Chaska. I talked to assistant coach Eric Vetch prior to the game, and he said, you know what? This team is a lot better than the record might indicate. They're learning to play the game the way we want them to, and it's starting to come together. And, you know, we've got some players, and they do indeed. Back up the ice they go with Beacom, the defenseman. Watched on the play there by James Callahan. This is Metro West Conference action here on the Catholic Sports Network. They'll play this one to center. That's controlled by Joseph Hauge. And now it's going to be turned back up ice. Nice job off the stick. They'll carry this one across with Rue. It's poked off his stick on a nice play by Beacom. Back behind the net, right wing side. Joseph Hauge is there. Red Knights will play back into the corner. Rue will be there with another number 26 and Devin Barnum back in behind. Red Knights now. They find Johnson, shot and a blocker pad save there by Vinovnik. Come on, Bart, help a man out here.
I'm not sure I'd be any help, I guess, put it that way.
You just said good luck there, big dog.
Yeah, you're on your own. I'm leaving you hanging.
Thanks a lot. You owe me for a few of those.
I kind of do.
Left wing side. Ooh, stood up on the play there is Jet Johnson. Not to be confused with Jet Jungles of the Edina Hornets.
Well, that one I could
have
helped
Couple of
you
Jets
with.
running around out there
and they're
now.
both quick.
Back at center ice it goes. Sent right back in. Clark now is going to let it go. He's going to get it back in behind the net. Plays off to the right wing side for Michael McNeil at center. Kasurik was there. Loses the grip, and it's going to be Dosen with it back up the ice. Well, Sabarina would be checker and offside at the line. 13:09 to go in the first period. It's 1-0 in favor of Bloomington Kennedy.
Well, as our goal scorer, Craig Herman, that just snuck in before that puck. It just seemed like the puck was going slow speed, and Herman wanted to get rolling, didn't have the patience to wait for it. Face-off outside the zone. Really like the way Kennedy's played so far. Really one good shot against the shallow angle. So they're doing a good job of really contesting and kind of interrupting their stride, getting out cleanly. So far, they played a complete game. It's just sustaining it, I think, is going to be the defenseman to maybe get a little bit more involved in the breakout scheme and try to change the dynamic.
Right now they've been bottled up, have the Red Knights in the neutral zone. They haven't been able to get to where they want to go to with it. From the left wing side, Dylan Hain plays ahead. Collins wants a foot race. In the show, that would be washed off, but here in high school, that's an icing call.
Yeah, and one speed couldn't catch up with that one. Going to come all the way zone. There's a lot of factors that work into it for this Kennedy Eagle team, and it can come down just winning a series of faceoffs, getting possession and keeping the puck off the Red Knights sticks. And so far they've done a pretty good job of getting on the Red Knights early, not giving them a lot of space and really contesting them all the way up and down the ice. As we said, have to do that to have success today.
Red Knights now back at center ice with it. That's off a stick to the near boards. Zone, Fuller is there. Now it's going to be picked up by Foley for the Red Knights. Tries to play it ahead. It's away from one man. Ekholm loses the handle. Limesand makes the save and hangs on.
Well, Ekholm did a nice job of managing his way through some muddy waters. Puck just rolled him a little bit. He got into the scoring area right by the hash mark, but the puck kind of rolled on him a little bit. Easy save by Limesand, held onto it, and a little confrontation after the fact, but emotions are running amok. You like to see a little motion, and they seem to be well under control, but really nice job of walking it out, creating some space, and at least putting a shot on the goaltender and forcing him to make a save. Face-off now to his left. 12-12 left in this first period, and it looks like Kennedy has a penalty, and it's going to be Ekholm that's going to go to the box.
Actually, we got a pair of penalties. 5-on-5.
Okay, so they did take it off, so we are 5-on-5. So for at least 2 minutes, those gentlemen are going to be in the box. And I think that's Michael McNeil for the Red Knights.
Johnson with it now, plays it to the right wing for Rue. He's watched by Beacom. Rue keeps on the puck, good speed down the wall. Dosen gets a stick in there. Now it's going to be Johnson on it off the end boards as he tries to find a feed to the slot area. Nothing doing there. The goal scorer for tonight's game, Herman with it. Back in behind now, Beacom. In the neutral zone, a little behind the back pass by Workman. Plays that over to Herman. Back in deep, it goes behind the net. Now for the Red Knights, Callahan plays ahead. And Beacom will hold in from the right line. Lost the handle. Rue now is going to open it up to the left wing side. Makes a move, stays on the puck. Nice little poke check there by Vodovnik. Peter Vodovnik, your goaltender, making the save with the poke check up and over the net.
You nailed it.
Three times a charm. That's it on Limesand, back in behind the net. 11:10 to go in the period. Rue with it. Don't forget, later on tonight, you can find on the stateofhockey.com or the Eden Prairie Boys hockey site, there will be the Eagles and that high-flying Edina Hornet team. I believe Bart Archer will be on the color commentary for that one.
Yeah, looking forward to it. Obviously, the high-flying Eagles, you got me to commit on the air. I like that.
Did.
Well done, by the way. Yes,
That's
indeed.
called peer pressure.
Just sign here and drive it away. But no, it's going to be
3 copies.
It's going to be Eden Prairie's really going to have to play their best game of the season. Obviously, they beat Duluth East earlier. That
Correct.
wasn't an easy task, so they have to have the belief that they can slay the dragon. But obviously, they have to play almost a perfect game tonight. But it should be a lot of fun, a lot of emotion. Looking forward to it.
Puck swatted down. Nothing but high school hockey here. 3 games, 4 actually, if you include the JV game we did, where the Red Knights won by a score of 8-0. Boy, were they good in that one. Oh, and a big check over off the far wall. Joe Collins through the leather. That was on Joseph Hauge, who
he's not
got
done
up.
yet.
Gotta give him credit.
He's out wreaking
There's
havoc.
another one there, absolutely. Peter Keast from the Derriere plays that one in. Now he goes elevation, hand pass. Oh, they missed that one, I think.
Yeah, how do you miss that one?
Playing on. Here's Hain with it. Out front. Oh, nice play there. The freshman defenseman, Chase Beacom. He's a good one. Makes the play there to break that one up.
Yeah, it was great anticipation. Otherwise, kind of an alley moment for the Kennedy Eagles, but they've defended quite well. They're really jumping the roots and making it difficult for the Red Knights to get into that scoring area.
Newhouse pass was picked off from the right wing side. It goes. Dojan was there. Comes away with it now. They look back up ice. Poked off his stick and back into the Red Knight zone it goes. Foley is there in goal. Hey, Will Vanderbilt, our producer, worried that I'm coughing all over him tonight. I am not contagious anymore, okay? So you're good. You're not going to get the cold.
Yeah, anymore.
I've got the healthcare significant other that confirmed to me that I'm no longer contagious.
Very good.
So I can cough on anybody you want.
It's comforting over here as well.
Yeah, you two are on pins and needles the whole game.
Well, at least you're turning down the volume finally.
Yeah, well, you know what? If you do it 20 times a game, you're going to miss on
every once in a while.
Beacom from the point. That's David Beacom to play that one in, the older of the two. Now across the line for the Red Knights as it's Geertsen. He comes up from the JV edition. Now it's going to be Bischel. Wraparound attempt, and Vidovnik is there to make the save.
Well, Bischel took a very spirited attempt at that puck that was being covered. A little exception taken by the Kennedys. Are going to have to protect their goaltender, but pretty good energy from this line from Benilde-St. Margaret's. They played a very spirited shift on that one. But again, getting back to Kennedy, I mean, this is a team that has given up on average almost 5 goals a game, but what they've done in the first 8 minutes of this game has been pretty impressive defensively. It's just whether they can sustain it, but so far so good. They're anticipating, they're getting in the way, playing proper positions, but they're contesting every play, and that's what I think is going to benefit them in the long run. Ooh, that was a big shot.
There it is. They score, and it's now 1-1. We'll get a look at that one on replay.
Yeah, that was Michael McNeil. It's just a question whether it got redirected on the way in. That'll be his first goal of the season. Big goal it is to tie it up midway through this first period. It all comes down to possession off the faceoff. Just winds and fires, beat him blocker side, nice and clean. Good goal by the defenseman, but first one of the year, so he can get that off his back and move forward. But we're not at 9:03 left in this first period.
1-1 here with now 9 minutes remaining, as Bart mentioned. They're 0-0 over at the Academy of Holy Angels with St. Louis Park. We have a full slate. Almost NHL.com like. You can pick any game you want out of the Catholic Sports Network.
This is bonus coverage.
Shot on goal. Vidovnik the save. He's going to hang on. The face-off to his right.
Boy, look at his positioning on that one. He's about a foot outside the blue, so some confidence on that goaltender. You like to see that body language after giving up a goal. Actually, it's a pretty good shot, but you want your goaltender to get right back to business, and it looks like Vidovnik has done that. Just a sophomore, but I like the body language. I like the aggressiveness as well.
Playing in just his second game of the season. Enters this one at 0-1 with a 5.66 and an 875 save percentage. Liking how he's been playing in practice in the games that he's played in. They're going to the sophomore here a little bit. At the line, put him right into there. That's Grant Mendel. Who is it? Mendel? We're going to go Robbie Mendel.
Yeah, I like the Mendel.
Okay, we'll go with it.
I like that inflection better.
Now it's going to be Clark with it. You like the French.
I do.
Tap in. Oh, there's Newhouse. I thought he was going to tap that right in the back of the net, but no, says Vidovnik, who extends the right pad to make the save.
Really nice side-to-side on that one. That was almost being counted as a goal. The hands almost went up, but he came over and closed that hole quite quickly. Very impressive save.
Off the boards it goes. Now it's going to be Clark who goes down on the play, and we'll have a penalty coming up here on the Eagles.
Yeah, it's going to be Goldenhoff that's going to go off for that tripping. Really a golden opportunity for the Red Knights to really kind of grab the momentum on this.
Take a look at that save, that 2-on-1. There it is.
Yeah.
He had to make 2 there as well.
Yeah, I just like the fact that he has those active legs that covered a lot of ground, and that was really the only spot that Newhouse could have gone, and he closed that door very, very quickly. Red Knights 20% power play. Penalty kill for the Eagles, room for improvement, about killing 2 out of 3 of them, but great opportunity for the Red Knights to take the lead in this game.
Shoveled off the boards, and the length of the ice it goes. Lime Sand slides over to make the play for Newhouse. Outlets to Callahan up high on the right side. Across Eagle. Oh, Eagle territory. Love the freshman. Chase Beacom says, let's go, brother.
He stepped up.
Wow. Now it's going to be handled by Newhouse. Calmly gains it back in at the line. Wrist shot, save. There's another rebound. That's wide of the mark. Back in behind the net. That's Barr with it. He gets it back off the pinch. Nice job there. Vidovnik the save. And will face off to his right with 1:25 to go in the Red Knight power play.
Well, Barr maybe had some space to walk that one in a little better. Elected to take that shot from a shallow angle. Tried to go short side. But it was Vidovnik that shut that one down. I like the way Vidovnik, if he can see the puck, he looks like he's going to be able to save it. It's the second chance opportunities that the Kennedy are going to have to be cognizant of as this day goes on, especially being a man down. But so far, so good. 1:23 left in the penalty.
Power play continues for the Red Knights in deep. McNeil up to the line. One-timer, deflects in front. Scores! The big man, Foley, in front. The defenseman goes up front, takes the rebound, and slaps it home for for the 2-1 lead.
Yeah, and for Seamus Foley, that's going to be his first goal of the year, first power play goal, obviously. But I like Ken Pauly's thought process, put the big defender in front and make the defenseman for this Kennedy team work. And he's a big body. We're going to see it on replay. Again,
Watch him just push his way down in front there. Get the rear end right where he wants it.
Yeah, and for Chase Beacom, he's a freshman. He plays with a lot of fire, but I just think physically that's a big body to try to move. But again, Red Knights very effective on the power play. We're back to 5-on-5. Red Knights have a 1-goal advantage. 7:02 left in this period. Up to Kennedy to respond with some energy.
The power play marker.
2 first-timers tonight so far for the Red Knights.
David Beacom. Oh, they collected a couple of pucks. Put that tape around it. Let us know what happened.
Yeah, I like it.
Ekholm was there. Comes together with Newhouse back in behind. Oh, nice pass from behind the net. Hain. Nice little toe pull by Clark. Makes some room. Now it's going to be Hain again with it. Kicks it back to the stick as he looks to play this one up to the left side. Clark off the glass. The ring back in behind the net. And now it's going to be played up to the right wing side. Hain is there again. Looks to get through some traffic. Have a little 2-on-2 battle near us. Todd Grover getting it right there in your living room or on your device, if you will.
Device.
Whatever. Now it's going to be Beacom with it. Oh, he goes down in a ton of bricks on the big forecheck, and that's going to be a penalty. And a shot after the whistle by Newhouse. Are they going to take him too? Oh, they're going to take Newhouse too.
Well, again, that's just, it's not a big deal, but referees have to keep a semblance of order. And Kennedy did take exception, and I would have too, but it's going to be a great opportunity for Kennedy. Seemed like their attitude lagged a little bit after that second goal, so it's nice to get that opportunity, get some possession back, get some of that confidence back.
Didn't they have 2? Yeah, there it is. Yeah. Collins and Newhouse. It's a 5-on-3.
He was in denial, but they found him.
The old go to the bench and get lost.
But this is a great opportunity for this Eagle team. Their power play just hovers under about 12%, so they're struggling on their special teams, but what a great opportunity. If they can punch one in early, then they still have an abundance of power play time, so they could really make a difference in this game. In possession's the first call to order, and they succeeded at that.
And on the puck, it's Dojan with it. Plays to the top of the right point. There's Beacom's shot that's turned aside by Limesand. That's David Beacom. Now they'll go to the younger Chase Beacom. The freshman plays this down low. Doesn't get through as Clark blocks that one. Oh, nearly held in. But instead, it's going to be David Beacom with it.
Boy, that was a pretty athletic play. He almost pulled that off.
Looked over to his right, back to his left. He's going to get it back up across the line. Norkoski plays that off the boards. Now it's going to be handled by Dojan to the near side. Ooh, nearly pulling the trigger for the one-timer there was Workman. Couldn't get it done. Now David Beacom with it. Back up for Chase Beacom. Back for David. Beacom will swashbuckle his way to the left side. Misses the mark. Golden Gopher Hockey Live tonight. Don't forget about that. Sorry, I had to go there, Doug McLeod. See, right?
Yeah, that's awesome.
I just couldn't help it.
Well, you can see that they're aware that they have a 5-on-3. The only thing they kind of look at on 5-on-3s is sometimes you get a little lackadaisical. I'm not saying that they're lazy in any way, shape, or form, but people stop moving their feet and given different options. So everything's kind of going through the defenseman, but it's almost a predictable power play, and they're taking shots from way out when they have numbers down low. Get the puck down low and wreak some havoc. But they have plenty of time. Just under a minute to go in both of the penalties. 5-on-3 Kennedy.
Bordering on methodical at times.
Yeah, sometimes you got to kind of upset the apple cart a little bit and get into the muddy areas and just get the puck there and then go to work. You have the numbers, use them to your advantage. Good defense so far by the Red Knights. That was a big block by Seamus Foley on that one because they did have numbers down low. So big play by the Red Knight defender. 30 seconds left on the penalties.
30 seconds on the pair of penalties. First one was called on Collins, the second one on Newhouse. So should the Eagles score, they'd come out of that box in order as announced. Now it's going to be handled by Goldnoff. 4:14 to go in the period. Down low he goes. Through the wickets, nice opportunity there. That failed to click though with Ekholm. Now here's the big clapper. Pad safe rebound. Oh, that one was turned aside. Doorstep was Fuller. Limesand says no. We play on.
Wow, what a big save that was. In fact, Clark went over and gave him a pat on the pads just to kind of acknowledge that one. But that was a goal in most cases, but just really quick footwork by the goaltender.
Freshman goalie.
He played like a grizzled veteran. Brimus a candidate on that one, but really good opportunity late in that dual power play.
You got to
for
be
Kennedy.
a senior for that.
I know. I just wanted to let you know that I knew who Frank Brimasek was. I thought that was kind of impressive in its own right.
Do you know where he went to high school?
International Falls.
Virginia.
Okay, that's close.
And he played there right before your very own favorite Willard Eichla.
Absolutely.
Your complete man crush.
Just out of respect.
Yeah. It's pretty unbelievable. Bounding puck at the line. Here come the Eagles with it.
That was uncomfortable.
Sorry. Dojan plays it to the right wing side to Herman. Herman's bumped on the play. Back behind for Foley, who has a goal here tonight. The Red Knights lead 2-1 here in the first period, turning this one back up ice. Now it's going to be Workman across the line. Dojan drop pass in on goal.
Oh, I think the referee blew a quick whistle. That one hit Limesand up in the chest protector area.
Yeah, he said that was on me,
Yep.
Absolutely.
Well, he was very accountable for it, but it was a pretty good shot. I like the way the JFK really kind of bars that zone down. They're really making it difficult for this Red Knight team to get out of their zone. Their wingers are coming up a little higher and supporting the defense, and they're stepping up and challenging. Not easy for the Red Knights to exit their zone.
At center ice, turning away from traffic, there's Warnert. Left wing side, poked down the wall. Geertsen's going to chase for it. Bischel joins him. Nice stiff check there. Geertsen looks to play up to Clark from the right point. Back into the corner it goes. Geertsen gets a stick on that one. Now it was Workman. Back in behind the net it goes. David Beacom. Out west to the right wing side, turned over. Bischel wanted to shoot. Gets some open real estate. Better angle there. Pad save, rebound. Nice save made there by Vidovnik.
Oh, and Bischel had Geertsen on the weak side. If he could have feathered a pass over, it would have been easy pickings.
Whoa! A big collision there in the neutral zone. That one was a zig and zag. Turnover for the Red Knights. Bar the shot. Vidovnik looks over the shoulder, but he had it. And they'll face off inside the Kennedy Eagles zone.
Boy, two Kennedy Eagles collided in the neutral zone, and that really made some space for this Red Knight team. They were coming down with numbers, elected to take that shot from the top of the left dot. But it was a goaltender, Vidovnik, that held on to that. Good thing he did, because there was plenty of support by the Red Knights. That was a big check center ice. Wow.
It was so accidental, too. McNeil with it. He has a trailer and bar back behind. Norkoski was there. Now it's going to be Lane with it. They score!
Oh, boy.
Out front they go, and I think that was knocked in there by Jonah Mortensen, the freshman. That might be his first of his bid.
No, that'll be Mortensen's third goal of the season. But you're right, he is a young man, but he opportunity knocked and he cashed in. Just a missed play behind their own zone if we're going to see this on replay. So far, pretty good right there, but just an errant pass. He grounded it up and went blocker side, short side, and beat Vidovnik pretty clean on that. But just a mistake. They're going to have to move past it. They're two good shots away. 2-0-2 if you're coach Nick Hanrahan. You just want your team to finish strong. If you can punch one in, great, but just finish the period very, very strong and see if you can keep some momentum.
Across the line they go. Nice save by Vidovnik off the quick bid there by the Red Knights. That's Kasurik. Quick shot, steered away. Nice job defensively by Chase Beacom. Rink wide they go, looking for Hain. Looking to add to that 3-1 margin are the Red Knights with 1:35 to go in the first. We'll hear from the Benilde-St. Margaret's school itself in the admissions office. For those of you that are considering attending this fine institution, the Catholic Sports Network. Also, you can go jump over and check out the Academy of Holy Angels Stars and the St. Louis Park Orioles, a very good St. Louis Park edition.
Yeah, and Holy Angels is having a pretty good year as well, so that would be a good contest.
They are having a good year.
Indeed they are.
Getting better.
Already surpassed their win total from the two previous years.
Well, it helps when you level off that schedule.
Yeah, plus they have some pretty competent coaches over there as well. Not that they weren't before, not trying to say that, but they have a really good crew there, invested in their kids, and the kids are investing.
Well, they're working hard.
Chase Beacom going to go. Chase Beacom's been all over the place defending. Going to take a penalty. Going to put Benilde on the power play. 1 minute left in this period. The benefit is Kennedy can put their primary penalty killers out there for this minute, and then assuming Benilde doesn't score, they can start with their ones next period too. But they got some work to do.
Absolutely. Rink wide it goes. McNeil plays that one for Clark. Back up high for Hain, top of the umbrella. Wanted to go to the glove side. Getting it there is Vidovnik. Nice save.
Again, a good first save and a good clear.
Back up high it goes now. They're going to play this. Will the Red Knights rotate up to Hain? Down low it goes for McNeil. Picked off. Nice job with the stick there by Workman as he'll play this one up the line. That one goes off the glass. And they'll have to hustle up into this one with Clark with 18 to go.
4-on-2.
Across the line he goes for Collins. Gets away from one man. Carries it low. Nice save. Rebound. Red Knights are getting second chance opportunities. McNeil, misfires with Clark. That's going to pretty much do it for the period. As Clark will look up ice. Maybe wait for guys to get onside one last time. That's Hain. Oh! Absolutely smoked by David Beacom as he was working his way across the line. We need to take a look at that on replay.
Yeah,
that may be on the plays of the week.
Well, he did a nice job in negotiating through two, and I think puck started to roll on him a little bit, and then once he looked down, he stepped up and really stopped his forward progress. And then they gave him a little jibe after that, so emotions might run a little bit amok. But there you go. It rolled a little bit, and boom, got blown up at the blue line. He's going to have his head on a swivel next time. But that's what I expected to see out of the Red Knights, the defense spearheading the offensive attack. He's going to think twice next time, but nice job of stepping up. There's even minute on the penalty to Chase Beacom. So Benilde-St. Margaret gets to start the period on the power play. Pretty decent period by Kennedy. Room for improvement, but down by 2 good shots. They just have the challenge of getting through this penalty kill to start the period.
Indeed they will. Bart, the score reads 3-1 in favor of the Benilde-St. Margaret's Red Knights. They will have a minute remaining exactly as mentioned in the power play. And what we're going to do is we're going to take a quick timeout. When we come back, we'll have more coming up for you. From the St. Louis Park Rec Center, high school hockey continues on the CatholicSportsNetwork.org.
The energy here is unbelievable, and you can just feel it from the students. You can feel the students are excited.
Everyone is a part of the team. Every faculty member, every student, every teacher is there to make this place a home for everyone so that they can learn, that they can grow spiritually, academically, and that everyone can succeed in whatever they think is the best.
You come in here and there's just this amazing amount of energy, and that energy is seen in the hallways of people passing each other, acknowledging each other, the way the teachers interact with the students and just with each other.
We want to make global leaders. We want to make people who are conscientious of what's going on around them and can not just look at really hard problems, but can really work to solve them.
The faculty and staff at Benilde-St. Margaret's are an incredible group of people. They care deeply about students, they care deeply about education, and a particular kind of education, the kind of education that really helps students to flourish, that helps students tap into their passion, helps students to contribute to the world.
Well, it's really cool to come to a middle school that's connected to the high school because you can meet all your high school teachers and get super comfortable with the school and with everyone who works here before you even go into high school, so that your high school experience is so much more enjoyable.
The ability for a little 7th grader to go up to a junior student and to be friends and to be able to explore their passions together, that's what I think exemplifies the spirit of community and family.
At Benilde-St. Margaret's, we do traditional education very, very well, but where we really thrive is in providing unique educational opportunities that prepare students for the world of tomorrow. So students are inspired to learn next generation skills like creativity and problem solving and critical thinking, and they have opportunities to connect to the real world. So whether it's bringing expertise in from the outside or whether our students are going out into the world and connecting to it through forensics and biomed and engineering and journalism, there are just countless opportunities for students to have these sort of next generation academic opportunities.
Students are coming here for an experience that's going to carry them through into their future. And as 7th and 8th graders, they're coming in looking forward to the high school experience and they're getting prepared for that. And as high schoolers, they are being prepared for the next, whatever experience comes next for them.
I have looked at plenty of research that says the students that we have here are going to be working in careers and in fields that are not invented yet. And the kids who graduate from BSM go out and do amazing things.
I love the technology. It's something that I have found so incredibly helpful. The idea that I don't have to carry around textbooks for all of my classes, and the idea that I'm so connected using Google Docs with friends that we can do projects together. It's something that I feel like really helps your education, and it's something that you'll use in college and after college, and I think this is a good place to start learning how to use it.
They just seem a little more advanced, and they just seem to have a little bit of an edge, and I think it's because they were part of this community where they had so many opportunities, and not just academic.
BSM is a place that offers everything to everyone, and I always tell parents, get involved, and I want your kids to get involved. That's how they create their friendships.
With over 29 different sports and over 30 different clubs and activities, we have something for everyone. I highly recommend that kids join an activity, even things they haven't done before. Really step outside themselves, because they find they really have good experiences meeting other kids outside their comfort zone, and they quickly find how much they enjoy things, whether you haven't done it before or whether you have.
These are kids that are going to do great in life, who are going to give back to the community, and that little extra something they pick up at Benilde-St. Margaret's is going to help them even be greater.
There is an aura of respect in this community. It's respect. I saw it on the day that I came here. It was respect for teacher to student, student to teacher, student to student. There is a pervasive aura of respect, and we've got it, and we've always had it, and that's not going to leave us. We're just getting stronger, and I think it's a commodity that's increasingly in demand and desperately needed by our young people. And I would tell any parent to bring their child here for that very reason, if no other.
The energy here is unbelievable, and you can just feel it from the students. You can feel the students are excited.
Everyone is a part of the team. Every faculty member, every student, every teacher is there to make this place a home for everyone so that they can learn, that they can grow spiritually, academically, and that everyone can succeed in whatever they think is the best.
You come in here and there's just this amazing amount of energy, and that energy is seen in the hallways of people passing each other, acknowledging each other, the way the teachers interact with the students and just with each other.
We want to make global leaders. We want to make people who are conscientious of what's going on around them and can not just look at really hard problems, but can really work to solve them.
The faculty and staff at Benilde-St. Margaret's are an incredible group of people. They care deeply about students, they care deeply about education, and a particular kind of education, the kind of education that really helps students to flourish, that helps students tap into their passion, helps students to contribute to the world.
Well, it's really cool to come to a middle school that's connected to the high school, because you can meet all your high school teachers and get super comfortable with the school and with everyone who works here before you even go into high school, so that your high school experience is so much more enjoyable.
The ability for a little 7th grader to go up to a junior student and to be friends and to be able to explore their passions together, that's what I think exemplifies the spirit of community and family.
At Benilde-St. Margaret's, we do traditional education very, very well, but where we really thrive is in providing unique educational opportunities that prepare students for the world of tomorrow. So students are inspired to learn next generation skills like creativity and problem solving and critical thinking, and they have opportunities to connect to the real world. So whether it's bringing expertise in from the outside, or whether our students are going out into the world and connecting to it through forensics and biomed and engineering and journalism, there are just countless opportunities for students to have these sort of next generation academic opportunities.
Students are coming here for an experience that's going to carry them through into their future. And as 7th and 8th graders, they're coming in looking forward to the high school experience, and they're getting prepared for that. And as high schoolers, they are being prepared for the next, whatever experience comes next for them.
I have looked at plenty of research that says the students that we have here are going to be working in careers and in fields that are not invented yet. And the kids who graduate from BSM go out and do amazing things.
I love the technology. It's something that I have found so incredibly helpful. The idea that I don't have to carry around textbooks for all of my classes, and the idea that I'm so connected using Google Docs with friends that we can do projects together. It's something that I feel really helps your education. And it's something that you'll use in college and after college. And I think this is a good place to start learning how to use it.
They just seem a little more advanced, and they just seem to have a little bit of an edge. And I think it's because they're part of this community where they had so many opportunities, and not just academic.
BSM is a place that offers everything to everyone. And I always tell parents, get involved, and I want your kids to get involved. That's how they create their friendships.
With over 29 different sports and over 30 different clubs and activities, we have something for everyone. I highly recommend that kids join an activity, even things they haven't done before. Really step outside themselves, because they find they really have good experiences meeting other kids outside their comfort zone, and they quickly find how much they enjoy things, whether you haven't done it before or whether you have.
These are kids that are going to do great in life, who are going to give back to the community, and that little extra something they pick up at Benilde-St. Margaret's is going to help them even be greater.
There is an aura of respect in this community. It's respect. I saw it on the day that I came here. It was respect for teacher to student, student to teacher, student to student. There is a pervasive aura of respect, and we've got it, and we've always had it, and that's not going to leave us. We're just getting stronger, and I think it's a commodity that's increasingly in demand and desperately needed by our young people. And I would tell any parent to bring their child here for that very reason, if no other.
We welcome you back once again to the St. Louis Park Rec Center. Bart Archer, 3-1 in favor of the Red Knights of Benilde-St. Margaret's. What do we got?
Well, at the 1:37 mark of the first period, it was Herman scoring his 10th from Workman and Doshan. And then Benilde-St. Margaret's answer to the 7:57 mark. It was McNeil with his first from Naroski and Barr. And then at the 9:58 on the power play was Foley with his first from Clark and Hain. And then at the 14:58 mark, it was Mortensen with his third from Nurkowski and Barr. Benilde-St. Margaret starts the period on the power play as Beacom is in the box for a trip. 52 seconds, he'll be let out. Ooh, here we go.
Underway, there's Limestad to make the save on the shorthanded bid by the Eagles.
I don't know why that wouldn't be a penalty shot. It was just a misplay, neutral zone. And I think it was Doshan that actually was breaking in all alone, but the hooking penalty on Hain is going to even things out for another 44 seconds, barring another penalty. But boy, there's going to be a lot of space out there. Nice job by Kennedy to see that opportunity. Put a pretty good shot on goal, but Benilde-St. Margaret's forced to take a hooking penalty. Not a bad penalty to take at that time.
Gotta let you know, I'm drinking some of this phenomenal Red Knight cider. Some of the best apple cider in the metro. You can get it right here at the St. Louis Park Rec Center.
You were singing his praises last time.
I know. It's soothing the just absolutely ravished throat region of yours truly.
Yeah, don't let play-by-play get in the way.
No, that's right. All right. That one goes rink wide. Oh, come on.
That's funny.
That's so good, buddy.
That's awesome.
David Beacom is there. It's that good, though.
Just like yelling squirrel to a dog. All
I
you got to do
know.
is say cider to
totally
Pete.
lost
He's gone.
contact. Yeah, there's a broken stick, 2 players in the net. There's just stuff all over the place here.
right.
I love these afternoon games because you get the actual ambient light or the outdoor light. You can see it there. It's pretty sweet. There's one piece. Todd Grover right all over that. That's $200 to $300 right out the window.
That's too
awesome.
bad. But again, just 5 seconds left in the penalty to Chase Beacom, and then it's going to be Kennedy that's going to go on the power play. But you're right. I like the natural lighting that comes in here. It adds a flavor. In fact, we skate here for my company get-together, and we picked this in particular because the ice is terrific, the facility's great, but we like the natural lighting that comes in as well. Adds a nice influence. Kind of like the St. Croix Rec Center as well.
Really?
Off the board a little bit on that one.
Wow. Between periods, I decided to meander out to the outdoor rink and just see what it was like out there, Bart.
It's impressive.
It's so cool. I would love to see a Hockey Day in Minnesota be played there.
You know, that wouldn't be a bad idea. It doesn't. You don't necessarily. But again, the revenue and building and everything.
Well, they have requirements for seating
Sure,
too. I mean, they want it. You got to be able to get a few thousand, whatever the number is, of seats, and that's part of it too. David Beacom edges his way in. That's off the glass. 50 seconds of power play time now for the Eagles of Bloomington Kennedy. Back in the day, Bart Archer and yours truly used to be their sole play-by-play voice on the Bloomington Educational Cable Channel, BEC TV, known as the Station of Champions. Boy, that was with Brad Connick. He had Russian.
Yep.
He had the goaltender, Chris Nelson, if you remember him.
Absolutely.
I think Jerry Peterson was their coach. They're off winning state title after state title there in the mid-'80s. Danny Tuzino was on the edition.
Yep, a lot of fun back then. I just appreciated that they called us the talent. I mean, you're probably used to that, but that doesn't happen very often for me.
I only answer to that.
Right.
Basically, I'll explain what talent means here in a minute. Beacom with it. David Beacom now with 6 to go on the power play across the line as he plays that one in. Clark gathers in for the Red Knights. Looks up ice. Oh, it hits a stanchion. Those things are unforgiving here at the rec center.
Yeah, you can't quit on the play, and Clark didn't do that. Fed the puck back to himself. Ooh, another good save. But that's what we like to see is Clark getting up and spearheading the rush. It changes the dynamic on how Kennedy has to defend. I look for more of that as this game unfolds.
Mm-hmm. That was a nice feed there by Norkoski from the neutral zone. Little one touch after the fan-on pass by Clark. Truckles toward the goaltender, Vidovnik, who hangs on to that, and the faceoff will come up to his right.
Yeah, he just made the decision he was going to hang on to that, hit a bit of a regroup. There are some fresh bodies. I think just the defensive core is going to be changed for this Kennedy squad, but goaltender saw that opportunity to jump on it. He just wanted to make sure that they got a reset, so to speak. Faceoff is going to be very important for Kennedy moving forward. Down by a couple goals. I can't afford to get down by more because goals have been a little bit of a challenge for this team to score. They're only 2 shots out of it, but once it gets to those 3 good shots, then I think we're going to see them struggle a little bit. Ooh, going to be a
big penalty
to
coming
Hain
up
now.
in the corner.
Going to be a holding penalty to Hain. So Benilde is giving him plenty of opportunities to get some power play time, but penalty in the offensive zone for hold is not really what Dylan Hain normally does, but nice job by Kennedy to force him to make a play, and it worked out to Kennedy's advantage, so they're going to get 2 minutes again on the power play. Face-off all the way down into the Red Knight zone.
We'll regroup there.
Boy, for an afternoon game, there's some people here.
You say it with a surprise in your voice.
A little bit. Well, it's so nice out, and there's so many different things to kind of catch up on.
You've got the Pond Hockey Championships going on in Lake Nokomis.
That is true.
Absolute gong show on that ice yesterday.
I can imagine.
It gets black when it gets that wet, because there's no snow on it.
Boy, they certainly have their challenges every year, it seems like, when they do that. It's a fabulous event. It's just I wish the weather would cooperate and give them a nice pristine sheet.
David Beacom now has it. To his right side, wrist shot through traffic. Limesand squares up to make the save. Workman loses the handle. Collins is going to blow by Chase Beacom. He has Newhouse with him. Collins holds, shoots, scores! Oh, he looked that one right into the back of the net. 4-1 on the shorty for the Red Knights.
Well, we're going to see that on replay, and it just seemed like Chase Beacom got the straight legs, couldn't get his feet moving, and Collins was by him in a hurry. They came down with numbers through that neutral zone, and just beat him clean. Came down 2-on-1. Hain. Or who got the goal, Pete? I'm sorry. Let's get a look at this.
That was
again.
Collins.
Oh, it was Collins. That's right. I got confused.
Just up the rail. Went right up the gut. More Gopher hockey for you.
And nice job by the left winger to kind of create some space and force the defender out, give him a good clean lane, and he beat him clean 4-1. Now Shorty by Collins, and for Collins, that's his 13th goal of the season.
Now it's going to be near side, 4-1, Red Knight lead on the stick of Dojan. They'll play this one back behind. Chase Beacom plays back over for brother David, one of the captains of this edition.
And for Collins, that's his third shorty of the season. So out of the 4 goals, 3 of them, 3 of the shorthandeds have been from Collins' stick.
Loves to have the space. Back up to the line it goes.
Got to play D even when you're on the power play.
Workman with it. Surveys the scene to the near side for David Beacom. Wrist shot held on to there by the goaltender. Lime Sand.
Boy, he looks awful comfortable, Pete. It just seems like the more we see him, the more confidence that young man has. He tracked the puck very effortlessly and closed the door, and that one received it, an area rebound, but there was support down low, so good job by the Eagles to be in the proper position, but just another good save by Lime Sand.
Lime Sand has had a really good year, Bart. You're right. Carson Lime Sand, one of the better freshman tendies you're going to find here in the state of Minnesota. And it's been a pleasure for us to see him every night.
Well, the thing I like is his maturity. He just plays a very mature game, not very noisy back there, pretty quiet. He just does the job, but he gives his team a chance to compete and win each and every night, and that's all you can really ask your goaltender to do. So far, he's done a great job of that.
Newhouse gathered and threw it down the length of the ice as we work it back in off the end boards, as it's going to be picked up by Dojan down low as he gets away from Collins. 18 to go in the power play for the Eagles. David Beacom with it, logging a ton of ice time here in this hockey game and power play.
Final rush on the power play.
Dojan across the line. Couldn't handle it through the phone booth as that was picked up by Barr and sent back in behind the net. At full strength are the Red Knights. 5-on-5. Now Dojan's going to deflect deep into the Red Knight territory as it's going to be Clark to take over with 11:55 to go in the second. They hold a 3-goal lead at 4-1. Rue is stood up on the play by David Beacom. Kasurk takes over to the corner. He can fly. Back in behind the net he goes. There's a shallow angle shot taken there. That by Barr. Clark in front. Barr fans on it. Regathers, looks to play it around to the right corner. Can't get it there. As they try to gather back in, it's poked off the boards. Walking down is Clark. Now Barr. It's deflected away there by the defense. That was Mendel on the play. Down goes a Red Knight, and it's going to be a Red Knight power play. Wow.
And Pete, I don't know if he's been out here, but noticeably, conspicuously absent is Nate Schweitzer. I have not seen him take the ice tonight. And he's one of the driving forces back in the back line for the Red Knights. But now it's going to be Kennedy in the box. Power play 4. Do not see him listed on there. Do you know, is there any intel? Or?
I will ask Craig Roberts between periods.
But he's a driving force, conspicuously absent. But Benilde-St. Margaret's on the power play gets a great opportunity to bump the lead by another one.
You mentioned Schweitzer and all the things he does offensively for this Red Knight team. 4 goals, 8 assists, 12 points so far on the season. And 3 power play goals as well.
And Ian Barr just punched one in from down low, just eluded the pads. Vidovnik, and we're going to be back to 5-on-5. But boy, Benilde-St. Margaret didn't waste any time in that power play.
Noah Hansen now getting his gear. He's going to step on the ice and take over for Vidovnik.
Well, I don't think it was really his fault. I just think that he had a couple shots on the power play and such, but his defense supported him quite well, but the Red Knights were buzzing once they got down into that area. But now we're going to get a fresh goaltender. Maybe that's going to change things a little bit. But it's 5-1 Benilde-St. Margaret's. 11 minutes left in the second period.
Hansen enters the game with a 2-13 record, 4.68 goals against average, and an .853 save percentage.
And for Barr, that's his 5th goal of the season. And the second on the power play.
Going to the bench with a little bit of an injury there is Geertsen. Looked like he took a stick off the arm. Now it's going to be handled out of their own zone by Mendel as he plays to the right wing side. Ekholm is there. Stood up on the play by McNeil. Mendel again, shot deflected to center. They're going to try to play it back into the neutral zone and rip this one back in. Ooh, that one nearly went off the back of the stick. That makes a goaltender coach like yours truly very nervous when you see that turned over. Here they come back up the left wing side with Mortensen. Cuts back to the slot. He has one tonight. He's stopped on the play by Mendel. Nice play there. And it's going to be Ekholm to take over from the right wing. Blocker pad save. Lime Sand steers to the right wing boards. The bounding puck is going to be handled by Bischel. as it'll be Bischel right up the middle. Bischel gets a stick for his troubles. Runs into a check there by Arnold, and they're going to play this to the right wing side. Reaching back is Dojan. Left wing side, swatted in by Lane. Nice forecheck there. Puck rolls away from trouble. That one's stopped again by Clark, but now it's going to be Fuller to take over. Up to the line they go. Snapper through traffic, and it's turned aside by the defense. There's Warnert with it. Now it's poked back up into the neutral zone by Barr. Arnold with it off the boards. Barr reads that one. That gets away from the outstretched stick of Collins. Now it's going to be Clark for Collins up the left wing side. Collins plays this one down low, and they're going to play this one from the right wing side again. Taking over is Kasurik. His shot hits the post, and off the net it goes. Now it's going to be handled up to Clark. Snapper. Ooh, they nearly found Collins with a little redirect down low. Hustling over is Callahan. Now off the stick of Herman. Herman has his team's lone tally for the Eagles. As the Red Knights played up high for Clark, looked to his right, didn't like it as his lane was taken out there by Workman. Collins back up for Clark. Snapper traffic, nice save by Hansen as it's going to be played from the stick to the corner. Nice play there by Norkoski, good positional play. They tried to find him with a return feed from Kasurik, and back up ice it goes. Working through a stick there was Arnold. Workman back into the corner behind the net. It's going to be Clark to take over with Callahan to his right. Clark a long pass to Rue, who will try to work it across the line, puts on the brakes, a little escape, finds a man down low in Kasurik. Kasurik carries back in behind the net. Watched by David Beacom. Now Kasurik, David Beacom wins the battle. Nice work there. Back up ice he goes, makes a move at the line, runs into his own man. They say no ice on, or no offside on the play. Limesand makes a save and then comes back with the blocker pad and keeps it out of there as it's going to be Foley. Foley runs into a check, turns it over. Goldnoff is there. Now down goes Clark. It's going to be played from the corner up to the near boards by the defense. That was Norkoski down low. Gets away from him as it's played back up through centers. It rolls away from Mendel. He's going to come away with it. It's 7:42 to go in the second period. On the stick now of Ekholm. Off the boards it goes. And now Newhouse lost his stick. Tried to go soccer skills from the pitch to Johnson. That didn't work. Now to the right wing side it goes. Nice little play there by Chase Beacom. His shot was blocked. In transition, here come the Red Knights. It's going to be Newhouse on the move. Newhouse holds and shoots. That one just wide of the mark. Delayed penalty coming up behind the play. Probably going to be a slash, but this one on the Eagles. Are they going to call interference?
Yeah, it's going to be on Goldnoff. Going to go for interference on that one. It's when Chase Beacom actually spearheaded the rush, got in and kind of got his skates out from under him, and the forward had to come back and play defense. But now Red Knights back on the power play. I guess a method to success is don't take penalties if they score in power play goals. Sometimes you have to take penalties, but it looks like Red Knights are skating downhill. Very easy, good rhythm by this team, and they're putting Kennedy in a reactive mode, and I think they're starting to tire him down a little bit, but Red Knights get an opportunity to punch another one in on the power play. 7:13 left in the second period, already up by 4. Now they're on the power play again.
Face-off win by the Eagles. To center it goes with Workman. And the Red Knights will play back in behind Hansen. Hansen came on in relief after the Red Knights scored their 5th goal of the season, of the game rather. Work for the puck up the right wing side. Here come the Red Knights across the line. Collins leaves. Now it's Kasurik. Ooh, forgot something there, and here they come. Workman. He has a man on the right wing. That's Dojan. One-timer scores! A shorthanded marker, and that was Workman to Dojan as they bring the shorty into play there. Now it's 6-2 in favor of the Red Knights.
Well, that's Workman's second assist. What a nice sauce it was. Fluttered a little bit, but there you can see.
As a turnover up high.
And he did a nice job of maintaining the space between just a little saucer pass. Kind of had a little bit of flutter to it, but got to the right spot, and it was Dojan that finished it off. That's the 6th goal of the season. Big goal, but second assist for Workman tonight. Cuts the deficit to 2, but still 1:14 left on the penalty. to Kennedy. So Benilde-St. Margaret's has plenty of time to answer back, but really a nice burst of energy for this Kennedy squad.
Newhouse outlets to the right wing side. They're going to find a pass for McNeil now, who will stick handle to the corner. Looked up one way, didn't like what he had. And now they're going to play back up to the top of the left circle. Newhouse gifts this one off for McNeil. Now Red Knights over the top of the goal they go with Callahan. Hansen was there to make the save. Back in behind the net it goes. Callahan again. Leaves back up. 5-2 the score now. Right wing side it goes. McNeil. Back door. That off the heel of the stick of Barr. Wanted his second of the game. Instead, look out! That one comes up and over. Right back on the ice it goes.
Heads up, heads down. I think Kennedy was just a little guilty having both forwards attacking the point. Really created some space down low. And it was Hansen that tried to gather that puck up, the goaltender for Kennedy. But Red Knights with their busy sticks kicked the puck back free, brought it back out. So kind of a trying moment that Kennedy survived. Just 29 more seconds on the power play for the Red Knights. We're going to give that a redo. Now 28 seconds, so they burned a tick off the clock. Just 28 more of those, and they'll be in good shape.
Do it again. 28 more times, right? Laid back up for Newhouse. Puck is deflected away. McNeil comes away with it. Fanned on that one. McNeil now to the right wing side. Rue tries to get away from his man. And now it's going to be Dojan. Now it's going to be Newhouse. He looks up ice as he dances across the line. Newhouse with it. Puts on the brakes. 5 to go in the power play. Newhouse down low. Gets it back. He'll take it top of the umbrella. Snapper. Oh, that was blocked by the defense down low. That was Mendel. And they'll go left wing side for Dojan. That's off the skate of Workman. And now it's Callahan with 5 to go in the period. Barr will take over. Looks back up ice, sends a pass that looked like it might have hit Rue. It didn't, and icing your call as we'll bring it back into Red Knight territory.
Well, we are back to 5-on-5 now. Kennedy did score a shorty to cut the lead to 3. But I like what I'm seeing on Kennedy. When they got the puck, they didn't just get rid of it. A lot of times if a team gets kind of shell-shocked or loses confidence, once they get the puck, they give it up right away. They actually held the puck, surveyed the situation, and tried to make a play. So that's a real good sign if you're Coach Hanrahan. They're not getting to the point where they're just giving it up. They're actually taking a moment or anticipating.
Puck is swatted around. Pad saved by Limestone. That was a good one as he took that away from the Ekholm bid down low in the slot area. Now it's going to be Norkoski across the line. Nice drop pass there. Shot into the midsection. Hansen the save. The quick shot taken there by Jet Johnson.
Yeah, and Jet Johnson, good quick release, but it was Hansen that made that save. That's a big save, and I'm not trying to oversell it, but after a good offensive moment by this Kennedy team and a good save by Limestone, came down and kept the puck out of the net, and that's going to lift his team a little bit. They have something to build on because they got down low, put some pressure on, and their goaltender made a good save. So that's a positive for Kennedy moving forward.
Back in behind the net it goes. Johnson was there. Sent back into Red Knight territory. They're going to swing that around the boards. Keese was there for Clark. Orkoski poked off his stick there by John Lane. Back into the neutral zone it goes, off the glass and played back down into Red Knight territory for Peter Keese. To the left wing side, looking for Johnson, who has Herman on him. Or check that. That was Ekholm, rather. As the Eagles regroup back in the neutral zone. Arnold in on Limestone as he's going to hang on with the faceoff coming up.
Well, the benefit to these types of games being up by a couple. Now, they're only up by 3, so I'm not trying to disrespect anybody, but you can see Coach Ken Pauly working all the lines into the system. And if you can do that, the development of your players is going to get accelerated a little bit. They're going to be ready come section time. But if you can work the 4s and 3s and get them plenty of ice time, that only bodes well for your team moving forward.
Poked over to the near side. Up off the neutral zone it goes. Here come the Red Knights. Newhouse shot off the side of the net, hit the outside of the post. Hain was there. They try to play that through him. Nice job for him to pull that one away from Dojan. Oh, nice pass to the right wing side. Newhouse. Oh, and a touch to the slot area. Hain could have been spoon-fed better. He just missed on that one. He knew it as he stood straight up. Workman's been good here tonight. He tries to play that past Foley. Dojan's going to play back in off the right wing side. That's back to Workman from the right point. That's Arnold who plays that one through. On the backhand, Limestone had to make a save there from Herman. Herman's got 10 on the season, including 1 tonight. Dojan with it now. Picked up his 6th marker earlier on here in the second period as we stand at 5-2 in favor of Benilde-St. Margaret's. Big check thrown there. Puck will roll into Red Knight territory. Enough for an icing call. We'll bring it back into Kennedy territory.
Well, the big offensive players on this Kennedy team are answering the call. It's the support lines. If they can chip in and really make something happen, and I'm talking about like the Fuller and the Goldenoffs, the Ekholms, the Haugies and such, if they can kind of contribute offensively, it would be very, very good for this Kennedy squad. They've done pretty well weathering some storms, but again, these Red Knight teams just get in so tight on this team and putting a lot of pressure on Hansen.
In front it goes. Oh, 2 big saves on Hansen. Puck's loose. Oh, and that one thunders off the end boards. That bid by Kasurik. Oh, it's going to be the Eagles behind the net. They'll ring the boards. They get away from one man, and up the ice they go. Goes Ekholm there. Gets away from the stick of Bischel. Puck will trickle into Kennedy turf, and now it's going to be in front. Nice pass there. Rattles around. Hansen, very athletic, makes the save off the Warnert bid.
Boy, it's been a lot of action in front of Hansen. And we're speaking to Noah Hansen, the goaltender, the junior goaltender for Kennedy. There's been a couple trying moments that he's actually held firm. Not a big body, but he's covered a lot of ground out there, taking away the high percentage shots, but he's been challenged a couple times, answered the bell. Just 2:05 left in regulation, or in this second period. Getting ahead of myself here. Both teams want to finish obviously strong in the waning moments of this period. Boy,
nice save made there.
Another good one.
And back up into center ice area it goes. Across the line with Fuller. Looks to get away from one man. Stays on the puck as he's ridden off it there by Johnson.
That was a nice play by Fuller. He didn't have a lot of support, held the puck until he actually got some support down low. Nice job.
Clark is there as well. Johnson, nice job by Fuller. Limestand's had to make some big saves here tonight to keep it 5-2.
Well, he's had good concentration. Hasn't had a lot of moments, but when they come in bunches. But he's held quite firm for this Red Knight team.
That one gets away from Johnson. Now it's going to be Chase Beacom to get away from the bar forecheck. Mortensen was there, but now they play it to the right wing side for Ekholm. He better hurry because here comes Norkoski, who throws the shoulder on him. Now it's going to be Clark, who gathers in with 1 minute remaining in the period. Mortensen gives it off on the left wing side. That fails to click. Limestone will watch that one, puts the stick out, turns it over again. That would be the one thing I'd like to see changed, Bart Archer.
Yeah, me too.
I've seen it go in off the heel too many times. It'll happen. It's a heartbreaker. You don't need one of those in the playoffs, I'll tell you that much.
You should only have to learn
for
that
you young
lesson
kids
once.
at home. Back up the line it goes. That's Bischel who plays off for Rue. Stick save, nice save by Hansen. Left wing side, they roll with Lane across the line. Lane poke check there, turning back up ice. Now it's going to be Callahan. Couldn't get the wheels moving as he was watched by Lane. Right wing side, now Kasurik. No, they score! That was Rue who goes upstairs. Just juggles a water bottle. It's 6-2 Red Knights.
Well, really, that all started as far as the back check for Benilde-St. Margaret's. They came down. It was Kennedy that was coming down with numbers, but a really great back check, and you can see it. Now they turn it up, and here it gets to Rue. A little shot. It looked like Hansen actually got a piece of it, but not enough to keep it out from the net. Now it's 6-2, just 16.1 seconds left. A big energy boost for this Red Knight team. Back to 4-goal lead. But Kennedy just needs to kind of finish this period strong, get in and regroup.
Mortensen will have to toe the line there. No offside on the play, and that does it for the period. An eventful one and a good one. The Red Knights lead by a score of 6-2. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, we'll have more coming up for you on the CatholicSportsNetwork.org. And we welcome you back to what will be an entertaining third period. Red Knights holding the 6-2 lead. And Bart Archer, when we take a look at the goaltenders tonight, Jonathan Vitelli's been very impressive in goal for the Red Knights with 17 saves on 19 shots.
Well, indeed he has been. He's made a number of very challenging saves tonight. Everything that Kennedy's thrown at him, only 2 have gotten in, but Jonathan Vitelli, the junior goaltender, is manning the pipes for, and I'm going to accept the responsibility for that one, Peter. I should, Carson.
You never point out your mistake. You just gloss over it.
All right, well,
that's broadcast 101, buddy.
I'll jump on that grenade, but he's played outstandingly well. Apologies to the family and, of course, Jonathan. We look forward to a solid third period from him. Just to do the scoring summary for just the second period, Collins opened the scoring shorthanded at the 3:27 mark, scoring his 13th, and then Barr on the power play scoring his 5th from Callahan and Root at the 5:51 mark. Then at 10:34, Kennedy had a shorty of their own, Dosan with a 6th from Workman, and then Root answered at the 16:43 mark with his 3rd from Kachurik and Clark. Shots on goal that period. 9 for Bloomington Kennedy for a 2-period total of 19. 10 for Benilde-St. Margaret's 2-period total of 28. Face-off is kind of the indicator in this one, Pete. After the first period, Benilde had a 16-6 advantage in the dots, but Kennedy kind of narrowed the gap. 7 of 16, so they're getting better, but 27-13 overall. Possession's been really the driving force of this game, and I look at the face-off dots and say that's a major player.
So in the first period, it was 15 saves for Peter Vodovnik. He had 1 in the second for a 2-period total of 16. Then Noah Hansen came in and stopped 6 of 7 shots in relief. The junior for the Eagles has played much of the season for them between the pipes.
Still kind of a tough thing to do, to come off the bench cold and come in and see all that kind of action, but he held up actually quite well.
Here come the Red Knights across the line as they try to play that one to the goal mouth area. That one was stopped there by David Beacom. And now Dozhin to the right wing side hops the stick there of Workman. Back in behind Vitelli it goes as they're going to play this one to the right wing side. Now Workman down low. Oh, touch pass back to Workman from Dozhin. Wasn't expecting to see it. You young kids at home, keep that stick on the ice. The puck might find it. Oh, a little stick check there. Bischel tried to go to the backhand. Beacom
did a nice job of staying on that play.
Yeah, David Beacom definitely got the stick in there. Out of the corner, it's going to be Hain for the Red Knights. Gets away from one man. Bumped on the play there by Mendel. To the near side, that gets underneath the stick of McNeil, but gets it back. Can't get that one through as he plays this one back behind. Hain will wait for it, gathers in, looks up to his right, now plays it rink wide for McNeil. McNeil with it, saved by Hansen. He'll hang on. The faceoff will come up to his left.
Well, the Red Knights are coming out and putting some heat on in the Kennedy zone, but pretty good positioning by Kennedy. It was Hansen that made the initial save, but good support down low. And I think that was David Beacom that really was minding the store down there with his defensive partner. So if they can keep getting defense like that, give the goaltender a chance to see the puck. He'll make the first save, but limit the second chance opportunities. And that's what you really need to do to have success, especially against a team like the Red Knights that are great at second chance opportunities.
The out-of-town scoreboard, the St. Louis Park Orioles lead by a score of 3-2 over the Academy of Holy Angels in a good one there. They got about 12 minutes to go in that one. Right here at 6-2 Red Knights. The Metro West Conference, their record now, a very impressive 3-0-1 in conference play as they look to continue their winning ways. Came off a nice win against Bloomington Jefferson the other night as the Bloomington teams are making their way through the St. Louis Park Rec Center. Left wing side, stopped in his tracks there on the move, was Fuller for the Eagles rather. Now it's going to be Newhouse, who's had a really good game here today. Behind the back, Hain wanted to go top shelf. Got underneath it a little bit. Keese gets jammed on the play on his efforts coming on in on that one as Ekholm was there. Nice check thrown by Collins as he takes out the freshman, Chase Beacom. Right wing on the outlet. They get away from one man. That's Ekholm. Picked off by the defense. Now it's going to be Clark to come away with it as he looks up ice. Clark across the line. Oh, gets away from one man. Edges his way into the backhand. Oh, he lost the handle there. Defensively, Arnold might have gotten a piece of that. Now it's going to be Hain with it. Snapper, that's deflected. Hain again. Off the post as he had an opportunity there. Now Workman plays ahead for Dozhin. Leaves off into the neutral zone. Nobody there. big check thrown by Collins. Elbow got right into Dojan there, and he's going to go.
Well, either that or we're going to have a hand pass, but yeah, that was a big check. I thought it's going to be Hain that's going to go, so maybe there was another infraction. That's going to be a trip.
Didn't see it.
I thought the Collins check was a good check, albeit he did get some body on him.
I thought I saw the Messier flipper.
Yeah. But it's going to be Hain, Dylan Hain that's going to go into the box for 2 minutes. Really good opportunity for Kennedy. If you're Coach Hanrahan, you want your team to finish this final 17 minutes very, very strong. They've been pretty good so far, but now they get an opportunity to cut the lead down and maybe win the period. But what a great opportunity it is as Hain's in the box for a trip.
Puck will be played to the line, held in by the defense. Nice job by Chase Beacom there. Now it's going to be Norkoski. You see him as a penalty killer quite a bit here for this Red Knights team. He plays with a solid verve.
Verve, I like it.
To the corner. That's your word. I stole it.
That's okay.
Chase Beacom. Trademark Bart Archer. Doshin with it.
Well, at least you use it in the proper context.
No, I don't know. I'm not even sure. This one's wide of Vitelli. And there's a whistle on the play. Would they have a net move there?
Yeah, I think so, but I think it's going to be in the zone, so I think it's initiated by Benilde-St. Margaret. It's kind of funny how it gets owly, but the net comes off the moorings, but 1:23 left in the penalty to Hain. Not many shots on Vitelli, but again, they still have a minute 23, but it all comes down to the face-off dots, and it's going to be Workman who has that task to go against Collins. Big face-off win with possession would be a good thing for the Eagles.
It's interesting with the man advantage. The Eagles have not gotten a lot of chances. They've been better 5-on-5 with their scoring chances.
Yeah, I think it changes their game a little bit. I kind of think it takes the urgency out there too. Bent on getting set up and doing the right things. Just get the puck to the net and go to work.
There it is. To the net it goes. Now it's David Beacom. Ooh, nice little 360 escape there as they play that one off bar. Now up high it goes. Goldenoff is there. Back behind the net. Herman. Bothered on the play by McNeil. Dojan plays that back up to the point. David Beacom is ridden off the puck as he looks to get away from one man. He's poke-checked a few times, and they'll turn this one back in. Up the ice they go. Cross the line. Nice little drop pass there. That one's played away, and it's going to be Chase Beacom to play back in behind the net with 26 to go in the man advantage. 12:28 to go in the period. Now it's going to be Rue. He's up ice with Beacom watching him, gets underneath his would-be check, and Chase Beacom will quickly play back to the corner for Dojan with 13 to go in the Eagles power play. Dojan across the line, the junior. Brought down on the play. Now they're going to call another red penalty. That one's going to be on Rue for a trip.
Well, they're getting plenty of opportunities to get back in the game, but well, I guess if you're an optimist, Ken Pulley's power penalty kill is going to get some work today, but they've been pretty effective so far. It's just Kennedy, they're doing the right things. They have people in the right place. They have to have a little bit more efficiency in the way they're moving the puck around and really anticipate a little bit more, but they just have to get the puck between the hash marks and put some pressure on Vitelli and net. So far, they haven't solved that riddle. 12:04 left in regulation time. Eagles back on the power play again.
Cleared to safety, back out of the zone it goes. Collins gets there first. Fresh 2 minutes on the clock now for the Eagles as they'll play this one back behind the net. Collins just absolutely jammed his man on the play. That was Arnold. And now it's going to be cut back across the green by Fuller as he plays that one back in. Another jarring check. You hear the thundering of the boards here at the rec center.
Yeah, Collins is inflecting his physical will. He's putting everybody's head on a swivel, but it's effective. It's with purpose. He's not just running around to hear the big noises. It's actually really softening up Kennedy and making him aware when he's on the ice.
Foley clears but not out. Fuller comes away with it. Back up to the line it goes. Mendel is there. That hits someone on the way in. I believe that was Fuller. In front. Nice save, Vitelli on the rebound there. A quick one-timer by Goldenoff that failed to click as the Red Knight goaltender shuts the door.
Well, that was a great opportunity by Kennedy. It was Fuller that put that puck out front, and I think, as you said, it was Goldenoff that one quick motion, but nice job by Vitelli to slide over and close that opening, but kind of a trying moment. That's what Kennedy has to do, just get it in front and force the goaltender to make a play. Vitelli won that battle.
Mendel, a long pass to the right wing side for Goldenoff, picked off by Foley and sent back in by the Red Knights. as it'll be Arnold to regroup in his own zone behind his goaltender Hansen.
30 seconds left in the penalty.
10:33 to go in the third. At center, they can't gain it. Dojan there gets away from McNeil as he protects the puck, continues to the right-hand side. Workman goes high off the glass, the big carom to the near boards. Eagles control now with Mendel. Workman back for Mendel. Plays to the right wing side for David Beacom. Back for Workman. Looks to the slot area, picked off by Newhouse. Turns it up ice. High in the air it goes. Rue steps on. We're at full strength. We're at 10 minutes remaining here in the third. The big ring to the boards. Played back in behind. Callahan is there. Gets away from one man. Quickly outlets to the left wing side. Here they go. Red Knights Mortensen looks for Warner. One-handed across the line. Working on David Beacom to the corner. Bischel is there to help out. Mortensen now as well. And left wing side it goes out of the zone for Herman. His pass deflects off the stick of Workman back onto the Red Knights. Peter Keese. Now it's Mortensen near side for Clark. Gains the center and plays it in deep around. Hansen couldn't quite get there. The big carom up to the right wing side for the Eagles. Front of the bench area, nice back check. Good work there by Warner. Dances across the line. Leaves for Bischel. He loses the handle as that was Chase Beacom to make the play. Back in behind for David Beacom. From the right corner, goes up the boards for Ekholm, loses the handle, and it gets it back to the left wing side. Fuller, down low, Goldnoff rather, down low he goes, takes the body. Clark plays it to the right wing side. Now it's going to be Bischel off the boards. He plays too far for Callahan, who will hustle this one down. Callahan guides to Mortensen, off the boards, away from Beacom. Now it's going to be Warner. Warner in front, pad saved by Hansen. Nice job there to take it away from Bischel. David Beacom now. Long pass kicked away by Clark. Warner turns it back up ice toward the end of their shift. They're fatiguing as this line. Now it's going to be Keese to the near side for McNeil. Across the line he goes. McNeil, shallow angle in front. Kasurik was there. Puck rolls wide of the mark as he'll play back in behind the net. Now it's going to be Johnson with it. Back up to the line. Wrist shot. Keese doesn't get through as that hits Bischel on the way in, who will go to the bench now and complete the change. Johnson, Keese. Back up to Johnson. High he goes as he looks down the wall for Kasurik. The left-handed shot wanted to pull the trigger. One-timer from the left side by McNeil off the end boards. Under 8 minutes now. It's 7:58 to go in the third. Back in behind. McNeil is there for the Red Knights. They lead 6-2. Johnson opens up down low, and that's going to be on the tape of Goldnoff as he tried to spring his man. That's going to be too far for an icing call. Back into Eagles territory we go.
Well, it seemed like the Kennedy Eagles kind of weathered that storm. A lot of zone time for this Red Knight team, but Hansen really not challenged too often, so pretty good positioning by Kennedy, but it was Goldnoff that tried to hit Fuller in stride. He would have broke in free, but the puck just kind of got ahead of him a little bit, but face off all the way back down into the Kennedy zone.
Turned over now to Newhouse as he goes behind the back behind the net. That gets away from Collins. Red Knights will look to play this one to the right side as they continue with Norkoski. Guides it up to the near wall. Callahan shot deflects off traffic. Might have hit Hansen on its way in. Collins tried to tuck that one home off the short side. Sent back in behind. Ooh, nice job there by Collins to get away from a would-be checker. Dojan was there. Now it's going to be inside out. Nice save by Hansen. Red Knights control again. Cycled back in behind. Norkoski for Newhouse. Newhouse up to the line. Play to the near side. Callahan the shot. That's off the stick of Collins. Now it's played back up to the near side again. Callahan down low he goes. Finds Norkoski to the corner. Norkoski's jam stayed on the play though. Big check thrown in the corner by Smeltzer. And now here comes the puck to center, slapped off the boards by Dojan. Red Knights regroup. Foley to Callahan to Newhouse. Across the line, wrist shot, pad save by Hansen. Puts it right where he wants it. That's in the corner behind the net. Now the Red Knights cycle back in the corner to Norkoski. It's been a long shift for this line. Smeltzer with the body again. Newhouse up for Callahan. He'll play that one rink wide. On the tape, there's a wrist shot that hits traffic. Nice save there by Hansen. Off the bid from Foley. Down low with the check, it's Ekholm. Now it's going to be Newhouse. Newhouse with it. Plays to the neutral zone. And Goldnoff comes away with it to the line, but not out. Now, Newhouse had to regroup as he's just going to maintain possession and turn that back into his own zone. We're at 5:53 to go in the period. Now Newhouse takes over again. Keese wants it. Newhouse looked at him. Now he gets it from center, tips it back in. No ice on the play. Arnold comes together with Barr, and Arnold loses the battle. However, gets enough of it to get it ahead, and I guess he wins it as Goldnoff comes away with it. Back at center it goes. Barr was there off his stick. That's Goldnoff again to play that one back in behind as Vitelli sets up behind the net. Keese plays over for McNeil. Looked for Johnson, picked off. Here's a chance to the slot area. That's poked to safety. Ooh, they wanted the one-timer there, but Herman took that away from Mendel. Played back in behind the net. They'll ring it for Johnson. He'll wait for it. To center ice it goes. Down goes the official, scraping himself up off the ice. Back into the neutral zone it goes. From center, Herman plays back in. Vitelli has that one hop the stick to the corner. Dozian was there. McNeil as well for the Red Knights in front. Keese puts it right back where it came from. And now the Red Knights will battle and come away with the puck. Back to the near side it goes. Keese will dance into this one, plays ahead. Poke to center. Dozian turns away from traffic. Flips that one off the boards for McNeil, who will regroup into his own zone. McNeil outlets to Johnson. That one too far and fired right back in by the defense. That's Arnold. Big Karam comes to the left wing wall. Red Knights will play to the right wing side. Barr was there. Now Dozian plays ahead. Barr comes away with it again. Runs into a check by Dozian, who has a man open on the left wing side. Finds Goldnoff across the line as he tries to play that one through. Clark can't work that one way, but then jumps back into it, gets it the other. Here's Clark. Left wing side, too far. No ice on the play. Yes, they're going to call icing, Bart Archer. This has been kind of nonstop action.
Yeah, in fact, it's been, we appreciate it very much. Very efficient this third period. One thing that I think Kennedy kind of shoots himself sometimes in the foot is we had Goldnoff spearheading the rush, and then you look over to the wing in the center, and they're not in the zone yet, so they aren't having the support. Their spacing is a little bit skewed in that respect, but if you do make a play and push the puck forward, you have to have some options in which to distribute the puck. And Kennedy just got caught kind of flat-footed a little bit in that zone. Here we go.
It's a chance down low. Vitelli there. They'll battle off the left of the net of the Benilde-St. Margaret's Red Knights. Your out-of-town scoreboard. St. Louis Park now leads by a score of 5-2 with about 2 minutes left in that one as they opened it up from the 3-2 lead.
Indeed. That's on the road, too.
At the Richfield Ice Arena.
Yeah.
Puck will be bumped off the boards, played to the near side, poked to the line. There's Clark to play down. And here they come out of the zone. Goldnoff has stood up behind the net. Nice play there by Foley to keep the puck alive as he gets away from one man and plays that back in behind. Mortensen has Rue across the line. Rue opens up, leaves a pass off for Clark. Wrister blocker pad saved by Hansen. Clark gets away from one man. Checked on the play. Rue now off the boards. He goes for Keese. Wrist shot deflects away from traffic. And it's going to be Clark who comes away with it to play this down for Rue. Rue is bumped on the play. Nice job to try to get away from trouble, but the Red Knights read that. Rue again. Now he can't get away from Schmeltzer just off the glass. McNeil, nice job to come over to play that away. 2:30 to go in the period. Back in behind. Red Knights now with Collins. It's been a workman's-like third period here between these two teams. Shot deflects up off a man in front. That was Goldnoff. Now it's going to be Schmeltzer to play this one up into the neutral zone. Oh, they kept it, though. Keese, nice play there. Hansen will hang on to that with 2:09 to go in the period. And we'll get a change there for the Eagles. We'll see what the Red Knights do.
Yeah, get some tired legs off the ice, but the Red Knights are doing a good job of closing the zone down. They're in the offensive zone, and nary a clear from this Kennedy squad, so they're playing Katie Ian Bar the door style hockey, but they've done a nice job of maintaining the pressure in the waning moments of this period. Just 2:09, both teams want to finish strong. I think for Kennedy, it's especially important to finish this period strong. They've had a good showing in this third period, really kind of contested and battled. And hockey's a game of one-on-one battles. They've won some battles this period moving forward. That has to give them some confidence moving forward. But this team's not that far away, Pete. Obviously, this will be their 15th win in the loss column. But this is a team that can compete, and they have some skill. And obviously, their goaltending has been a pretty good one called upon. They just need to support the puck better, a little better spacing, a little bit of better work with your teammates. But this team isn't too far off.
No, they're not. They're Class. Oh, nice save by Hansen. Class 1A participant as well.
Yep.
Big scramble there as that comes out of the zone now with Dojan. Ooh, nice little dangle at the line. Works around his man Foley. Plays that down low, played away by the defense.
Good
Callahan off the boards.
Good support by Benilde.
Indeed it was. Picked up by the defense. That's David Beacom. Now it's Chase Beacom with it. He has a couple of men with him across the line. And that's just offside with 1:04 to go in the period.
Wow, looked like Ekholm just snuck in just a half a stride before, but pretty good challenge by the Red Knight defenders on that one to force a mild cut. That's all it takes sometime. We're just a couple ticks over a minute to go in regulation time in this game. Benilde-St. Margaret's had a very good showing today. I was very impressed. They gave up a goal early, really regrouped, came back and went into the locker room with a 3-1 lead. But this is a Benilde team that seems to be gaining confidence. And when they gain confidence, they seem to work together. But I like the directions. They're playing two-direction hockey of late, and they're getting the benefits of that.
Behind the net to the slot. On it now, it's Fuller. He's watched on the play. Puck is left up high at the line. Barr, blocker pad save. Hansen up off the netting.
Well, it was a nice unselfish play to give that puck up to Barr. It was the right play to make, and I think it was Mortensen that gave it up to Barr. Barr with a goal and 2 assists already on the day today, so he's been a contributor on the score sheet. Plus, he's been a bundle of energy out there. Just ramped that one up and out of play. Face-off now to Hansen's left.
On the puck now, it's going to be Fuller with 22 to go in the period. Barnum was there for the Eagles. Gets away from one man, plays it to the near side for Smeltzer. Picked off at the line. Here comes McNeil on the move with 9 seconds to go. He's brought down on the play. Delayed penalty coming up.
Well, McNeil has his first one today. He got it in the first period. Hungry for a secondary one. Nice job of going to the net, forcing him to make a play. Going to be a tripping penalty. Just 6.6 seconds left. If Kennedy can win this faceoff, just ring it around the horn. We will put a close to this chapter.
Ring it around the horn.
Around the horn. Got to win the faceoff first. And that's going to be Barnum that's going to go to the box.
Face-off win, ring it around the boards. Or eat it on the wall. Take your
Sure.
pick. That's going to do it here. The Red Knights win by a score of 6-2. Bart, we're going to have to pull the pin because we're going to take the gear, run over to Braemar Arena.
Looking forward to it. Please, thank you for joining us today. It was a good contest. Benilde-St. Margaret's come out on the winning ledger. I think that's 5 wins in a row for the Red Knights. Coach Paulie has to feel pretty good about the effort from his kids. And if you're Nick Hanrahan, the coach of this Kennedy team, again, keep your head up. It's going to be you're dangerously close.
Indeed you are. That's going to do it here. The final score, the Red Knights 6 and the Eagles 2. For our entire crew, I'm Pete Wagner. Good night, everybody.